There's always a cost. I think people look at us and see what they want to see.
Good morning from a very wet Singapore again. I feel like I've been stitched up. There's a bit of conspiracy in the office that it's actually the Singaporean government that's inducing this rain by releasing hydrogen into the air. I've never heard of that before, but apparently it's quite a common thing over here. So please could you stop, Singaporean government? Because we're actually meeting a company very similar to the company that Frankie and Carl were talking about on last night's or yesterday's vlog. They're disruptors as well. They know exactly what they want to do. They own a huge percentage of the market share over here for transport and food and food delivery and things like that. So really looking forward to seeing what they have in mind for us. When the team come in, we're going to do a quick 20-minute brainstorm on an event we want to put together for influencers and brands to show that we are the sort of mediator and the educator between the two.
Podcasts, all sorts of stuff today. Thank you.
Perfect, thanks mate.
How was
Yeah, it's good. I need you to not talk to me about it, so I don't know, I remember the equation that I need to go and tell the boys in order to model out. 10% minus, which then he thinks is 70%.
You're going to need to explain that to them.
Well, Frankie and I have always lived together since we started this business, probably about 3 or 4 months in. We just moved in together. Frankie was the first employee.
There is things we can just work on like collaboratively, like in an evening, and often those are the times we actually do like the most productive work.
But we go back to what it was like when we were 3 or 4 people in a room.
Yeah. Because
that's what we are in those situations. It's just a couple of us just trying to work out, trying to hash something out, which is really valuable.
Got called to a podcast at 5.
Are you podcasting with
Lee Wilcox.
Just walking by Penn Station with a lot of new hires joining the team, especially experienced senior hires. A real challenge is understanding and deciding how much responsibility to give them early on and at what stage. We're very good at throwing people in at the deep end and trusting people and giving them responsibility. In the early days, the kind of training happened organically because the first employees were experienced and knew the industry well and were kind of innovating and dictating what direction the whole industry was going in. We kind of expected it to keep happening organically. We then realized that and put very kind of stringent training processes in place, which has been fantastic. Obviously sent myself and Alex out to the US and Singapore, which has meant that all of the new hires local to those markets have been trained predominantly by us. So yeah, any thoughts on that, any advice, any questions around how we've managed to do it successfully, then feel free to leave them in the comments.
This is very on brand.
Hello. Hello. How are you? You alright? I just asked everyone, am I on the right train? And, I'm here.
We are on our way to. Joining me is Madison and Josh, all the way from our UK team.
Alright, see you guys later. Have a good meeting.
It's our first kickoff call. They are literally half a block. Yeah, they're half a block away from us, so that's really handy. I think there's a lot of potential if we do well. And yeah, we've got 3 samples, so what more could you want?
Welcome to Krispy Kreme Challenge. There are 4 donuts left, 2 cream filled, 2 glazed. The winner will be the person who can eat both donuts the quickest. UK versus USA, representing the UK, Josh Marjoram.
Can we just do one glaze each?
When these 2 finish their first donut, they have to run back here and eat this donut without using their hands.
No hands.
Go Josh!
Come on, Sam!
Can you use your hands at all? Nope. Eat the napkin too, Sam. Just eat the napkin. Yes, Sam! How are you feeling?
Sugar rush and the crash is definitely coming soon.
So you guys are all over the influencer marketing industry.
You've built this huge agency. global, profitable, working with the biggest brands in the world.
And they'll be like, these guys, this is the best life ever, but no one sees the function behind it. No one sees the other however many minutes there are in the day. But the whole family life balance is you trying to make sure you do the right thing by everyone, and that is pretty much impossible.
I've had to give something up. There's no question, right? I've got business, my family and friends, essentially. There's no question I have not given as much to my friends, therefore the relationships haven't gone as well and stuff like that. I know Harry's in the same situation. There's always a cost. I think people look at us and see what they want to see.
Checking in from Slovenia, guys. Quick bite to eat before we do some last minute prep for our meeting tomorrow. I wasn't going to do this vlog, but I was inspired to. If you can hear the sound check, it had to have been done.